Hey everybody, welcome in. Hope you've all have had a wonderful Saturday so far. We are back with more Marvel Crisis Protocol X-Men. Again, we're trying to get these guys squared away before our tournament coming up. I believe my heat is on August 31st. Been fucking cooking on them. So this is the squad that I'm taking. If I can get them all in frame. That is the progress we've made so far. Last stream we did Psylocke and Honey Badger. And so tonight we're finishing off with X-23 and Wolverine. We're probably going to start off with X-23 and leave Wolverine for the finale. Because I think he's going to be fun to paint. And then I got to paint the board. And figure out what kind of base room colors I want to do. Because part of me was like, I'll do blue, like the X-Men blue. Kind of like what Cable and Cyclops have. But then again, some of these guys can be in multiple factions. And so that might be kind of weird. And I say that because today I just picked up the Brotherhood of Mutants affiliation pack. So I got these guys in the wings. So we'll see how that goes. But first up, let's get her ready. I'm sitting there looking at my own screen here. Let's get this switched to Honey Badger, X-23. And let's take a good look at this. So she's got the white pants. This is like a gray sleeves, but like a dark blue mid top. And she's got a red stripe down the leg. Looks like her boots match the blue up there. And blue gloves. Wow. Okay, so this guy didn't even do it. Right here, the crisscross. Like right, I guess where her cleavage is. There's like a hole in there. Which I guess you can see skin. The guy who painted this picture didn't even. This is official. Came from Atomic Mass. Didn't even paint the skin underneath. I'm thinking the skin is actually going to be the first thing we do. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, is this? I'm really enjoying this Game Envy brush I got. I won this, and I'm really enjoying the quality of it. It has a really solid tip. Okay, now. Oh, another news. If you guys saw a stream, I think it was 2 streams ago, my disaster with the warrior flesh, thanks to my awesome wife, I had gone to go pick up a replacement, but I forgot the name of it. And she was able to find it, and that got me a good replacement. So I'm all set for that. Even though I still have a little bit left in this, I was able to salvage some of it. I lost like a good 80% of it now. Oh shoot, I forgot to clean out my palette before. Give me half a moment to scoop up all this speed paint gibbles. I do like how the speed paint just peels right up. It makes cleanup so easy. my fire. All right, so we're gonna do peachy flesh as our oops, I don't want to do that there. We're gonna do peachy flesh, and we're gonna do a 1 and I think it's a 1-to-1 water. No, it's a 2-to-1. 2-to-1 water down with the speed paint medium. And I know this is loud with the little stupid mixing beads, but it's the only way to get them nice and mixed. At least until I get a goddamn vortex mixer. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4 should be good for that. And then 1, 2 of the medium. Let's get this mixed up. Really excited to finally be on the final lap. It's gonna be here. I feel like this should probably be up a little bit. There we go. And I think for the short term, we're going to be focusing mostly on painting on the stream. I have a big backlog of figures. And by holding myself accountable on stream, I think it's going to be the only way I get through the backlog. Which allows me to justify buying more. Plus, painted figures look so much better on the board. So I finally watched a YouTube video about honey badger. Like I said last stream, I knew nothing about her. Come to find out, she is a copy of a copy. Let's see, we're going to go back over this with white, so this allows me to get the skin in there. So X-23 is a copy of Wolverine, and Honey Badger is a copy of X-23. Or clone, I should say. And apparently there was with X-23, she was a 23rd clone, the only one that lived. And the Honey Badger, I think, had like 4 sisters. But she was the only one that had a healing factor and claws. At least according to the video I watched. There we go. She's looking pretty good. Let's see. I guess we do the white next. That's probably the easiest. Put that back. Don't need the speed medium out. We'll be doing Ash and Stone. Take a good look at this. Fucking hell. There is like an imperceivable seam. Oh my god, that thing is so imperceivable. There's a huge, like, fucking mold line right there. And right here is where the seam is. That's on the front. It's pretty easy to see on the front. Yeah, I'm gonna have to keep my glasses off for at least the first part of this. Smooth those off to the side. This song always reminds me of X-Men. Because, there's that one scene when Apocalypse showed up to Angel. He was up in the rafters listening to this song. I cannot wait for the Apocalypse figure to come out. I'm gonna have a lot of fucking fun with him. And I think he is due out. I think the fall or winter this year. I think he's Q4. I'm curious to see who he's affiliated with. Because, like, there was a time when there was a multiple horsemen. So I'm like, will Wolverine be a horseman? We know Archangel's going to be one. That's a given. Fucking hell, these goddamn seams. She have white on the back. No, she doesn't. Okay. Okay, I think we're good with that. All right, I think our next color will be whatever this side thing is. It's a gray. But it needs to be. I think we're going to go with a runic gray. And that does her legs and her shoulders. Before we do that, let me go ahead and touch up those straps with the white. There we go. So this is on the legs. Don't think that's the right color. It's not dark enough. When in doubt, maybe we go occultist cloak. Definitely darker. Why am I following the seam on that side? It was nothing but a gosh darn mold line. I guess that's the line where I take for the red. That seam I was initially following. There we go. That's not a bad line. Not really looking forward to having to go back with the red, but I did it on Honey Badger and I did it on Bishop, so it can be done. I know I have the skill for it. Okay, and this was on her shoulders as well, and underneath the midriff. Did they paint any of those things? Just leave it as is. Oh, it's the red X. Okay, so we can go back with that later. Sorry, taking a sip of coffee. Okay, so it's right across there. I have to say, I'm a little bit nervous for this tournament coming up. Don't feel that I have all the tools necessary, but in the long run, it will be a good learning experience. There's what better way to learn the rules? Well, you should know the rules beforehand, but to get all the strategy and everything. Going up against some of the best. So what I did with Kings of War. Oh, there's actually more skin there I missed. You know, I didn't do half bad at Kings of War either. I lost my first round was against the guy. He actually ended up winning the whole thing. And I had a close game with him. Like, it was close. I had a chance of actually winning. And he even said so. It's like, if we had. Because at the end of turn 6, you roll to see if you have a 7th turn. And if that happened, there was a strong possibility I could have pulled it off. But, knowing my luck, we did not get a turn 7, so I lost. Which is cool. It's okay. Nothing wrong with losing. You learn from it. But the fact that I was even that close was pretty impressive for me. I won my second game, which was nice, but it was against a guy locally that I knew. So I kind of already had let's say, a leg up because I know his playstyle. And then my third game, I just got freaking mollywopped. And I mean, I was destroyed. It was one fucking hell of an ass whipping. That's when I realized I was like, I just don't have, I want to say, the mental stamina to go through that many games of that style of a miniatures game in one day. Which is why I switched from Kings of War to Marvel Crisis for this convention coming up. Because this plays a whole lot faster. I only have like anywhere between 4 to maybe 6 dudes to worry about. Now we need a blue. Now before we have been doing, I think, Beowulf blue. So maybe I'll do this to tie her in with the likes of like Shadowcat and all. So there is somewhat of a universal. The only thing that has me worried though is that I've not gotten as many reps in for Marvel Crisis as I would like to. Okay, this is her midriff, her gloves, and boots. To counteract that, I've been studying my character cards, my tactics cards, watching some YouTube videos of not only gameplay, but of like, commonly messed up rules and such like that, interactions. I know a couple games ago, I was playing my buddy Scott, and we had gotten to a point where he was throwing stuff. And that's when I realized, I'm like, holy shit, I don't know anything about throwing. And we're sitting there, consulting the rulebook as we do when we don't know something. And then I came home and decided I was like, I need to study that portion till I've practically memorized it. Mainly because some of my characters can do throws, and so some shit that I really should know. And now I can proudly say I know all of the throw rules. I don't know if you guys will notice that she is not on the base the same way this one is. Because this fucking toe, look at that little tiny joint. Well, mine snapped off. And so I had to reattach her, and I was like, I could try the toe again. But it's going to be such a weak connection. So I just moved it down, and it's a much more solid join. That's one of my main complaints with these models. I mean, they look fantastic, but they're made with such a soft plastic that they're fragile as hell. The likes of like Games Workshop can get away with that kind of stuff because they have a harder plastic. Let's see that I'm trying to get in there and get the inside of that boot. All right, now we gotta get her gloves and her belt. All right. Not too worried about getting paint on the claws because I'm going to come back in with a stronger silver. That's not a speed paint. That should cover any overflow on it. Alright, she's turned out pretty good. I like her so far. She's very muted, subdued. But now that's what the figure looks like, you know? Okay, after that, I guess we try to figure out her hair. I'm probably going to do burnt moss for the hair. I don't know, it's really close to a cultist. Maybe just give her fucking brown hair. Can you take a look at what other X-23s look like? So she's got black hair for the most part. Okay. In that case, maybe we go Grave Lord Grey. Hold on one quick second. A couple drops of this. This color is pretty darn nice. For gray, it comes off like a much better black substitute. But not so overpowering. I haven't even diluted it. There we go. I like that. Gravelord Grey is quickly becoming one of my more preferred paints in a pinch. Okay, we'll do the claws next, and then we're going to go back in with the red. So for the claws, I have a silver in mind for that. And that is my shining silver. It's a good, strong silver. That's what I did with Honey Badger as well. And I'll be doing the same with the Wolverine. solid. I like it. I like it. Say that next weekend I will not be streaming because we're having kind of our annual board game fest over at my brother's place. And as a kind of a send off for my son because he goes off to college in a couple weeks, which is exciting and yet scary. He's our only. And I know he's excited to go off, but I'm not ready. All right, now let us do the red. Going with our insane detail brush. And we'll be using Carmine Red by Vallejo's Model Color line. Hold it high. Okay, so I need to do the stripe on her legs and the X on her belly. And I might have put an X on her belt buckle too. I know it's not done, but I'm going to do it anyway. Let's put that one there. I'm going to take my glasses off for this because I'm an old man. Okay. There is a seam to follow. I feel like this is kind of like an arbitrary step. You can. That's a thick on the end of that paint. Tone that down a little bit. I mean, you can kind of see it if you're up close, but I'm not sure if you'll see it on the tabletop. It's not that striking. Might take a couple coats for it to really pop. Yeah, a couple coats is what it's going to take. I'm starting to see it kick out now. Well, that does its thing. Let's get this X done. Wow, that's whole lot of paint on there, which I did not want to do. Fucking hell. Can't soak it up. There we go. Oh, jeez, I almost fucked up there. And there's that. Let's go back to the side stripes. Give them some more coats. And they also have her sleeves. Who is your tailor, X-23? Got another thing coming. There we go. I think we're good with that. At least I'm fucking good with that. Yeah, okay, I think we're good for the base, which is our usual ashen stone. Let me respond to a text right quick. All right, let's get this base done, and we can move on over to Wolverine. right. There is X-23. Kind of see the red stripe. Let's get our board and allow her to take her place. So close. Look at that. And then our last, good old Logan himself. Let's see, I have him ready to go. All right, so what I'm looking at, we'll do our normal yellow. Our blue is probably going to be our Royal Robes blue, which is what we did on Cyclops. I believe that's the blue we chose. Did I write it down? Probably not, but yeah, I did. Royal Robes blue. Awesome. It's the cowl. Maybe the cowl and the stripes. We used a Gravelord gray. And then we'll go and use our airbrush black to do the stripes on the boots. And we could use bright red on the belt. All right, we'll probably start with the yellow. Which again, our normal yellow is maize. That's our go-to. Okay, it looks like there's one there and one there. Kind of go through there. Okay. I'll do those parts first. What's the back of this thing look like? Okay. Whoop. So these top two things don't exist on this model. All right, his legs are just solid, right? Yep. What the fuck, dude? There's no seam where his little underwear ends. It's going to have to make it. All right, almost ready. Okay. Let's go ahead and get the Gravelord Gray taken care of. But give me 1 second. I need to go check my calendar right quick. I will be right back. Alrighty. You're doing Gravelord Gray. And this is for the stripes and his cowl. This is going to be interesting. Honestly, I don't think Gravelord is going to work. I'm going to have to use black. I might go to the Insane Detail brush to get those sharp edges. Breaking the law, breaking the law. So far, it's turned out pretty good. Just finding the right angle to come in at. touch up some of that yellow. There's too much water in the bush. Okay. Not sure I need the insane brush for the rest of this. But we'll keep it in handy just in case. Actually, I probably will to add the white to his eyes. What I am going to have to do, dried up, so let's add a little more. Put a little too much on my palette, but that's okay. Do this to kind of cover up where the black hit the yellow. Go back with black. Touch up those fucking god awful eyes. We'll give it a second to dry. Looks like the head stuff dried though, so I can go ahead and Fuck it. He's not getting eyes. I just don't have the skill for it. And I don't care enough to try to figure that out. Let's see if we can't get our stuff going. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2 of the medium. All right. Got the flesh done. Put the peachy flesh away. All right, now I think we're going to shoot for the blue aspects of him, which is going to be our royal robes. Let's give this a good shake. I swear the little metal beads that get stuck in here just... There's something in here where they get stuck before they can get them loose. There we go. I like the idea of the mixer beads, but I think in application, there's something with like the head of the paint pit. Like this part here. Oops, it's got a camera. This part here on the inside, I think there's something going on where the bead is getting stuck. Okay, so his shoulders, his gloves, and his boots, and his little underpants. Okay. Let's do his shoulder first. More than that. I need saturation. So after these guys are done, I'm not right sure which characters to do next. I guess I can pull them out after this is done. Let's take a peek and figure out which two we want to do next stream. I think 2 figures a stream is a good clip. I mean, it takes about an hour a fig. I guess I could keep going until I've finished all my X-Men. Because I currently have just about every X-Men figure that Atomic Mass makes, with the exception of Jean Grey and Professor X. Those are the only 2 I've picked up yet. I've been kind of on the fence with them because they don't come packaged with in-faction characters, which is annoying. You know, Professor X comes with freaking Shadow King. And I guess at some point I'm going to need Shadow King anyway, once I kick off my Brotherhood of Evil Mutants. And Jean Grey comes with Cassandra Nova. And I think she is with the Sentinels. Which I want to do Sentinels as well, because I fucking love those models. They're a horrible faction, but they look super cool. So I'm going to be doing them at some point. I just don't know what in order. Edges are going to be a bitch. Oh, I need to worry about the edges because they're going to get covered in black anyway. Oh, 2 ghost songs in a row. All right, I need to go to the little brush. Keep this one close by because we're going to need it for the black. Too much water on this brush. Where's the saturation? All right, so far I'm liking the way he's looking. Okay, his belt. It's gonna have a black thing in the. I'm probably gonna do reverse of that with a black medallion and a red X. So I still have black on my palette. Let's go ahead and get that medallion painted. Go. Now we're gonna go with, since I don't need royal robes anymore, what better red than bright red? That's a good red. Looks pretty decent. All right. Guess I gotta go do the black. And I don't want to. I'm going to use a Vallejo airbrush black just because it comes nice and thin. Okay, I'll take my glasses off for this. Okay. All right, that's one boot done. Better than I expected. Yeah, fucking hell. I'm fucking terrified my head's gonna get in the shot because I'm like all up on this model. Then solid. I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, I'm proud of that one. I think that came out really, really good. I'm liking that. I really don't want to hear this song. Let's do this one's pretty good. All right, so now we're gonna do the silver, which you're going back to our Shining Silver by War Paints, Army Paint and War Paints. Awesome. Super pleased with that. Hold on one second while I check a text I just got from my sister-in-law. All right, so now we just got to do his base, if I remember correctly. Let me go to my paint notebook. The great burnt moss. So we have burnt moss for the grate, and our normal ash and stone for the concrete. What's my wife texting me now? I've been waiting on another black summer wind. I've been waiting. Man, speed paints are magic in a bottle. I don't want 2 Red Hot Chili Pepper songs in a row. James Dio. That's enough for the burnt moss. Enough for the ash and stone. Change brushes. Hardly any paint on that one. All right, there's Wolverine. Let's move these brushes over here. This back. Move this over to the palette. Bring out the rest of the squad. And boom. We are all ready for Nova. Well, just about. I still got to do the base rims and paint the base. But we've got the whole squad squared away. I am super excited. Very, very pleased with myself how they all turned out. I mean, I think it all turned out pretty darn solid. I mean, that's the miracle of speed paints. But yeah, they all look pretty darn good. I guess now we need to figure out what figures we're going to do next. Let me get my case of theaters. So right off the bat, we got Iceman. Let's get the rest of this opened. Let's see. Next, we got. There's Rogue. We have Magic. We got Gambit. This is she is one half of White Queen. There's the other one. One's a diamond figure or a diamond shape. So when you swap, you go to the other figure. We have Storm. We got Domino. We got a good old Nightcrawler. And I believe that's it. Alright, so they can almost be broken up into pairs. Those two go together. If I do these two, they'll have to be primed. Which I'll have to do anyway, because I need to get working on my tokens as well that I 3D printed. And they should print up pretty fast because they'd be pretty much identical. Except one would have skin and one would have like a blue diamond body. They would almost count as one fig. I guess I could pair up there. Maybe that's what we do then. Maybe we do Iceman and Ember Frost. That would crank them out. That's day 1, 2, 3. So 4 streams. We should have all of this done. And when that's done, then we could jump into, let's get these guys out of the way, to the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants. This one has a good degree of figures. So you got Magneto with these 2 mechanical constructs that come with them. We have Toad, Sabretooth, and Mystique. Remember, he's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I think he's like 6, 4, 3, 2, or 6, 4, 3, 2. So that's 10. It's a total of 15 threat in one box. It's not bad. That's just enough to play the smallest size game. I'd have to pick up at least one more pack of characters, which would probably be Blob and Pyro. But yeah, these guys will definitely be next after I finish the X-Men. And I'll probably be doing... I mean, I do have a... do I have this command? No, I don't. Fucking A. Well, I do have a Twitter. Because I do have a poll going on if I should be doing characters next once these guys are done, or terrain. And what I have for terrain is I have 2 copies of the core set terrain. I have the Crash Sentinel terrain and Doctor Strange's Sanctum Sanctorum. So it's enough to fill a good sized board full of terrain. But so far it looks like figures are winning. So if figures win, we'll break out with Iceman and White Queen or Emma Frost next. And let's see, what today is the 10th. Maybe we shoot for... How much time is left on this thing? 1 day left, so I should finish tomorrow. So we'll shoot for the 13th, Monday the 12th. Yeah, let's do. Fuck it, let's do Monday. I got nothing going on Monday. We'll shoot for Monday the 12th, at around 8:30 Eastern time. And by then, I should have both White Queens primed and ready, zenithalled and ready to go. And we'll just crank those guys, because these guys should go pretty fast. Iceman's only a couple washes, and maybe a dry brush of white. And let's take a look at what Emma Frost looks like. Let's see, is she called Emma? She is. Oh wow, she is super easy. So she is just white with flesh and blonde. And her diamond form is just blue. Which looks like it might be super close to what Iceman's blue is. Yeah, yes, whatever our color palette is Iceman's going to be either ice or diamond. That's going to carry over to Emma Frost. And then white blonde and probably a white dry brush over him just for the edges. Yeah, I think that'll work. All right, in the meantime, who can we raid? Let's go over and raid first. He's playing the new Fallout London DLC. Yeah, let's go do that. And so, guys, thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate you guys. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your weekend, start to your week. Remember to say no to drugs, don't drink and drive, and as always, spay and neuter your pets. I'll see you guys later, and thank you so much. Y'all take care.